Let's take a look at some of the morning papers. The Philadelphia Inquirer, Pope Francis back in Rome this morning after wrapping up his historic 6-day, 3-city trip through the United States. Yesterday, more than 800,000 people lined the streets of Philadelphia to watch the pontiff deliver an outdoor mass on Benjamin Franklin Parkway. Presidential candidate Rick Santorum tweeted this photo of his daughter Bella being blessed by the Pope. That event bringing a much more celebratory feel than one earlier in the day when the Pope sat down with the victims of sexual abuse by priests and others in the church. Francis announced to a group of bishops that he had met with 5 abuse victims earlier that morning, telling them, quote, "God weeps for the sexual abuse of children," and promising those responsible will be held accountable. Pope then visited a local jail where he greeted about 100 inmates personally. During his remarks, he told them, quote, "I am here as a pastor, but above all, as a brother, to share your situation and to make it my own." The Pope also, upon his arrival the other day in Philadelphia, gets into his Fiat. The Fiat's about to drive away. He tells the driver to stop because of something he saw out his window. It was that 10-year-old boy, Michael Keating, who has cerebral palsy. The Pope spent some time with the boy and his parents, blessed him, kissed him, and then walked back into the Fiat and drove away. Just a beautiful moment.
Really moving, that video. The Associated Press, Royal Dutch Shell will end exploration in Arctic waters off the coast of Alaska following disappointing results from an exploratory well backed by billions in investment and years of work. The company also said the decision reflected the unpredictable federal regulatory market as well as the high costs associated with Alaska offshore drilling. Shell has spent upward of $7 billion so far on exploration in the Arctic. This is a big disappointment for them.
Absolutely, Richard.
Yeah, $50 a barrel oil, something that might cost, $75 or even higher to do. The economics just aren't there.
And I want to go back just for a minute, Barnicle, to the Pope. What a remarkable 6 days it was here.
Yeah.
You know, it was an overwhelming 6 days in a sense, and you just wonder how much of what the Pope said and to the various audiences that he addressed, did they hear what he was saying? You can listen, but did you hear what he was saying? And maybe the volume in our politics, will it be turned down a bit, just for a while, just a relief from what they usually do with their rhetoric if they listen to this man, what he had to say?
Unfortunately, that's asking a lot of our politics.
It is.
But let's
it's
hope,
actually not asking
so.
a lot, but because of who they are,
right.
even that is too much.
That's right.